One Piece chapter 975. Dude, first of all, Denjiro. Man, I don't know, man. It seems like every time I get like new hype moments to pop up, like there's like a new favorite character pops up for me. Like, this man is so solid, yo. This man is so solid. He was like, yo, Kinemon, I know you purposely misread everything because you knew there was a traitor in your midst. And it was just like, wait, so I was right. So Kinemon did know. But then at the end of the chapter, Kinemon's just like, he's got the internal monologue. He's like, oh, snap, I misread it. Hey, that's like one of those things to where that's like the most Luffy-est moment ever. Like, that's some shit Luffy would do to where he's so stupid that he's brilliant. Or in the case of Kinemon, he's so smart that the mistake he makes ends up being a brilliant mistake. Like, that is so crazy how something like that actually works, man. You know, it completely just took this whole setup for me being utterly destroyed and utterly depressed. Like, it's like, oh, Kanjuro turned on him and all those people are dead. But then, you know, this chapter is like the walking embodiment of what you guys tell me. If you don't see the body, then they're not dead in One Piece. Like, you guys consistently keep telling me that, but that's not something that I feel like I've hit it, but I haven't truly grasped it. It's just like, damn, dude, you fall for this every single time. I can't help it. I get so invested in the actual story to where it's one of those things where, man, I'm having so much fun reading this series, man. Like, I'm just going along with the rides at this point. But I gotta say, like, one thing that really stood out for me in this chapter is how early on, how Luffy's taking in the situation and the way that Luffy's drawn, like with the jacket and the cape kind of flowing, and he's got the rain on him, and you see the scar that he got from Marineford. And the way he's looking at it saying, well, we can bust through those battleships anyway. The first thing that came to my mind, and I've never thought this about Luffy ever before, but the way he's drawn in this panel, taking charge of this situation when the stakes are this high, where we as the readers know that like there's an alliance with Big Mom and Kaido, and Luffy's about to go into this potentially just with him and his crew and a few samurai, and the way that Luffy's just like, okay, time to reassess the situation, let's go. What crossed my mind is I said, I literally said this out loud too. I said, we're literally watching Luffy transform himself into being a young boss. Like, that's the first thing that came through my mind. I said a young boss, and then as I kept looking, that's like one of my favorite panels of Luffy. Like, I need to see if somebody colored that panel. Like, that is one of my favorite panels right there, where he's got his hand holding on the straw hat because of the wind and because of all the rain and everything. Like, this is the thing, right? Like, the next thought that crossed my mind is, I can't call him Luffy, you big dummy, no more. I gotta call him Luffy, the young legend. Because that's what we're seeing right here. Like, this man right here, the way that he took charge and just looked at the situation, said, that's cool, we still gonna put hands on everybody, I got no problem with the situation. You know, even as he's getting all these reports, you can tell that none of the Straw Hats have lost any type of hope. None of them have lost hope. Like, even when they start counting down, like, yo, well, you know, the ship didn't get destroyed, but at the same time, like, fam, like, what happened to the 35 people from the labor camp? Or the 3,500 people from the labor camp? Or the 200 Yakuza from all over the nation? The 200 musketeers are supposed to be coming? And what happened to all the weapons that were supposed to be at the port? As they start trickling in all that information, at no point did I think, like, damn, Luffy is outclassed. It's like, well, Luffy's got a plan somewhere. He might not even know what the plan is, but Luffy's taking charge of the situation. It's gonna work out. This is the first time I've ever felt that hope when it comes to Luffy. Like, when it came to Rob Lucci, I was rooting for him. I was like, man, I hope he kicks his ass, but in the back of my mind, he was gonna get his ass kicked. You know, I think the closest I felt to this, but this is different. The closest I felt to this is when I was so certain that Luffy was gonna one-shot all of the three admirals back in Marineford. This is different though. This isn't on the same level of hope. Like, I guess it's because Luffy's there with the allies, but part of me really feels like they got a chance now. They got a chance. Even though Big Mom and Kaido have teamed up, they got a chance. And what I like right here is the fact that after they say like the Big Mom pirates and the Beast pirates have joined together, you know, you have that moment to where even Law is looking at the situation. He's like, ooh, shit, that changes a little bit. But the way that Law, Kid, and Luffy act when they just go straight for all those men on those ships, it tells you that like Law's like, this changes everything, but at the same time, this changes nothing. Because look at the journey of what they've done to get to this point. From Punk Hazard to Dressrosa, all the way here to Wano. Everything that they've done has led them to this point. They don't have a choice. They've got to see this all the way through. And you got a hell of a combination right there. You got Zoro, who is a walking tank by himself. You got Zoro, who also has the blade that was able to actually cut Kaido. Then you have Kid, who's out for absolute vengeance. You've got Law. Law's got one hell of a grudge against Kaido because of everything that happened with that dude that was Doflamingo's brother. And then you also have Luffy. Luffy's just like, yo, they in front of me, and being the king of the pirates, I'm about to kick all their asses. I got to score to settle Big Mom anyway. Like, I love that this changed nothing for them and how they quickly just go towards dismantling everything. And you get this really, really badass scene to where you see Kid using the rod and punk. You see Law using, I believe it was Chambers. You see Luffy using the Bounce Man in Gear 4. Like, they're all just going all the way forward, and they take out one of the ships. And then the next thing that you see is they're like, oh, get the battleships ready. But then Denjiro shows up, and he just starts slaughtering and butchering everybody. Then that's when you get the revelation, like, Denjiro is confessing over to Kinemon, like, look, it's really me. You know, I pretend to be a Yakuza. I knew that there were people inside your crew potentially working for Orochi. And he just spills all the tea at this point, lets him know everything that's going on. And what I like in this moment is how, you know, Kanjuro looks at that situation and it hits him. Like, oh my God, everything that we thought that we did, we just overplayed our hand. We didn't change anything. And what I like about that is the fact that you just see the oh shit look on Kanjuro's face, because Kanjuro realizes that's his ass, and rightfully so. I hope somebody shoves a sword through this man's skull. Like, I don't care who it is. Like, I'm loving how Oda has it where one of the last panels we see is this man's freaking out, and you hear them screaming that the raid hasn't lost a single step. This is huge, man. So my chapter question to you guys is Kinemon just one of the luckiest sons of bitches ever? Or could Luffy and them have actually pulled this off without all that help? Let me know down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.